I am the photographer Rodrigo Pellissier. In this video, I am going to talk about RAW and JPG images. I had considered that this issue was a bit obvious, but in a meeting with former classmates of my school, we got together recently, one of them asked me precisely about this issue. What difference was there in taking pictures with the camera in JPG or RAW? As we can see here, the camera shoots in RAW, JPG, in fine JPG with high quality, in normal JPG, and in basic JPG, which is the minimum quality that the camera gives us for JPG. We can also shoot only in RAW or only in JPG of high quality, normal or basic, which is the lowest. Having explained what we saw here on the screen, I will tell you that RAW has all the capacity that the camera can deliver in the archive, the highest quality. That is why they are very heavy images. Then these RAW images are designed so that the photographer processes them on the computer, either in Lightroom, Photoshop, or in another photo editing programs. The JPG is a compressed file. It can be compared with audio recordings, with WAV files that had all the information. So there were few songs on the CD compared to MP3 files that are compressed and allow an impressive amount of recording songs on the same CD. It's like that, but in images. JPG is a lighter file than RAW, and it is already processed by the camera. It delivers them processed with the ideal contrast, as long as the pictures have been taken well. If a photo, as I said, is well taken, the measurements are made accordingly, and the picture was with the precise settings. The JPG can be good. In fact, I have to deliver many photos immediately. And for that, I take them in JPG. If we make mistakes when taking the pictures, the JPG will not forgive us too much. We can make some corrections, but not as much as RAW allows. With RAW, if you make a mistake with the white balance, for example, you can correct it. Or, if the pictures are very underexposed or overexposed, it also has a better correction capacity than JPG. That is why it is very convenient to take pictures with our cameras in RAW. I am going to show you here the same picture taken with different exposures, so you can see how far it corrects or allows us to correct the RAW file and how far it allows us to correct the JPG, so that you can see the difference that one type of file gives us or the other. Of course, the RAW, once it is edited, we save it in JPG to be able to share it on the social networks or to print it on paper. Here I am going to show you the picture. We are watching it in RAW, and we will see the steps that it allows us to correct until we reach a good exposure. I repeat, we are watching a RAW. Now let's see what happens when we make a mistake with the exposure in JPG. Here we are. Do you see? That advantage is using RAW and not JPG. But if you already have experience with the camera and know how to adjust it perfectly, you can achieve optimal results when shooting in JPG. And the idea is to be able to take good pictures, as I have already told you, in camera. And only by editing, you can improve them, make them much more interesting, but beginning from a file that could perfectly be delivered at the time, because it is well taken in camera. That's the idea, to get that experience with our beloved cameras. Once again, I hope this video is very useful for you, and see you in another chapter soon. Be fine and enjoy taking pictures, as I know that all of you who watch this channel are passionate about this topic. See you later, friends.